Coming at you from an undisclosed location. I'm trying to figure out the best setup for this. Oh! Come on in, friends. Come on in. We don't want to see my away bag. Hi, Lena. Before we get started, I don't even know how to do this. Welcome, friends. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Let's see here. I'm on my computer at the same time. Can you believe it? It's like Inception. Oh, there I am live now. I'm gonna make sure that's on mute. Okay, here we go. I'm looking at the computer and I'm looking on my phone. Yes, Justine, what's up? I'm so happy you were able to make it. Yes. Okay. If you like, friends, I can add a moderator. I just did not know who was available tonight, and that's why I am on my computer at the same time, so that if you need me to add, I can add. Or I could just delete the comments that are stupid. I could do that too. That is so that we could do that. Let me see settings. Hello there. Hi, friends. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Leah. What's going on, Karina? Hey. Oh, let me make sure. Let me make sure this voice is under control. All right. How are we doing, friends? I think I'm too low. Is that better? That's a little better. We like this angle. We like this angle. All right. Even though I'm at a different location. Yes, Selena, let's talk Pat's concealer. I still have my notebook. We are still going to stay organized in this piece, okay? We have for the excuse me, I see a super chat that just ran past me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We got an agenda tonight. We are doing some concealer updates from Mother, because I just uploaded my video today and it was a whirlwind, friends. I got that concealer. I was like, you gotta go home and you have to film, okay? We're gonna talk about, Brandy, what's up? Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Dawn, for the compliments. I finally got my Viseart Paris edit. I ordered this from Beautylish. She arrived today. And of course, because I was editing all day, I didn't have a chance to film with it. Yes, Sharon, squad captain, is here. I also caved. I also caved and got the Alamar, I know. The bronzer trio. It just came at me, friends, unexpectedly. Unexpectedly. I saw this. I was like, ooh, you know how bronzer and we go way back. It just seems no matter how many I have, I always feel I need more. That is a huge problem. Huge problem. And I also got the light blush trio because the medium tan was sold out and I was so upset. So I got the light. I actually want all of them. I want the dark and I want the medium tan, okay? And what else do we have? I brought the concealers with me, okay? I also have my other concealers that I didn't have with me back at home. We'll talk about that. We'll do a little swatching, okay? And surprise, surprise, I don't have the Jaclyn Hill palette, but every review that I've seen, I didn't see a lot, but everyone seems to be shocked that is actually good, including myself. And also, thank you to Beautylish for sending me the Lunar, New Year brush. So we have that on standby. And yeah, that's on the agenda. So, Pat's concealers. How about it? So, Kim, friend, thank you so much for the super chat. I applied this around, let's see, I started filming maybe around noon. We're looking at 7:36, and this is how it's looking like so far. Keisha, Jaclyn Hill, no thanks. Yeah. Despite what the people say about Jaclyn Hill's palette, I'm not getting it. It's not, listen, I already said what I said about her lipsticks, and while I'm aware this is Morphe now, I don't need it. I don't want the drama, okay? Which is why I will continue talking about this concealer, okay? I will say, because I have a lot, okay? I have a lot of concealers. I will say from all the concealers that recently released, and I'm still waiting for the Giorgio Armani one. Not the Giorgio Armani, excuse me. I just saw Giorgio Armani in the comments. The Zoeva one. And after I emailed them to say, hey, y'all didn't send me the concealers in a big empty box. They're on their way, but I don't know where they're going to arrive. I'm like, okay, they'll get here when they get here. Whatever. Now, out of the ones that we've had so far, friends, the first hit in KINKYSWEAT squad land was the Shiseido. Yeah, the Shiseido. This is 303 medium. This is what this shade looks like. It's a little yellow on me, but it works out when I apply it with another lighter concealer. Yeah. Ooh, that's true. Angie, we got to do a concealer ranking video. Absolutely. After that, we have the Dior, the 3N, which 4N is a little too warm. I have to combine them both, yeah? So this is the 3N, which appears a little more neutral, okay? And compared to M16, which is what I applied earlier today and which is what I have on the majority of my face, this is the M16. Isn't that crazy how much more yellow that is? That is insane. Compared to the Shiseido, the Dior, and that's the Pat. I will say this, friends. Or Sharon, do you think it's like another color? The light here is very yellow. That's one thing. So, you know what I mean, Karina? The colors are so different. Despite how much I really love Pat's concealers, I still think the crowd favorite is still going to be the Dior, simply because you get more. It's $36 for 11 milliliters, whereas Mama Pat, you're only getting 5 milliliters for $32. And I do think the Dior, it's a little lighter. Pat's definitely has more coverage, for sure. And I feel it dries down a little more matte than Dior. You know what I'm saying? I love both though. If you are dry skin, if you have dry skin and you're weary of the soft matte finish from Pat, then I would just stick to the Dior or the Shiseido gel stick. I find the Shiseido gel stick is great for under the eyes as well. Still go with the Dior because it's a little more creamy and consistency. Crepiness, I think Pat's concealer does not have crepiness, because when I applied it this morning and when I came home, it did experience a little bit here, but the lines under my lash line, they gather product. Prata asks if anyone compares the Pat to the Laura Mercier Flawless Concealer or even the NARS. I need medium to high coverage. My dark circles have gotten so much worse, Toya says. I think Pat will work out for you then. I think Pat will work out for you, Toya. If you want to go that route, for sure. What about the hourglass, Aaliyah asks. I'm sorry if I'm reading the comments delayed. Where'd she go? Oh my gosh, I have so many concealers, friends. I don't know where I put them all. I'm like, oh, it's right there in front of me. Good job. Good job. Thank you, Aaliyah, for reminding me. Sienna. This is the color that I use as my under eye highlight. So I will use just a dot of this on the inner parts of my eyes. And Britt brought up a good point. The fact that the concealer and the powder so small, huge indication that mama's trying to tell us to not use not use a crap ton of product at once. We're talking about dot, 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 not stroke, stroke, stroke. You know what I mean? And I didn't emphasize this point in my review, but the powder I think is designed, hey Britt, you see what I'm saying? I was like, I gotta remember what Britt said because she had a great point that this is mainly for the under eye. And although I applied it all over my face because I just wanted to see what it could do all over the face, this is primarily for under eyes, and I'm sure the Sublime loose setting powder might be more so for all over the face because it is more product. Do you know what I mean? And in terms of the dark circles, I would definitely still rely on a corrector. That's why I love the Topaz from Hourglass. That shade has found itself in all my concealers, whether it be the Hourglass, the Dior, the Shiseido, and now the Pat. Topaz is it for those dark circles. I think we decided in terms of the squad name, we said the Kinky Coven with Coven spelled with the K, but I don't know if we have male members of our squad or dumb members of our squad. I want to make sure that everyone feels represented with the squad name. The Kinks! I like that too. What color of the new powder do you think from Pat will be good if I use 13 or 12 in the concealer? Marlene asks. Well, I believe on the website she posts that reference. Let me see here. I could go on the website now and tell you. The Kinks. Okay. All right, my friend, we have here light pairs well with shades from 1 through 14. Medium pairs well from 15 to 28. Deep pairs well with 29 to 36. Oh yeah, we don't want the KKK. No. Not that one. Not that one. Although Keisha brought up a really great point that my concealer buying needs to stop. She has a great point. We need to stop the concealer buying, friends. I'm still expecting the Zoeva. Once that comes in the mail, that's it. I'm done for a little while. For a little while. The Kinky Culture Club. Oh my goodness me. Just make sure we don't put that as an acronym anywhere. They're going to wonder, what is that? And, ooh, I almost lost my pencil. The Giorgio Armani concealer, I believe, is available online, but I definitely want to try it in person. I was actually surprised. I thought the Pat concealer was going to be more fluid than the Power Fabric from Giorgio Armani, but it actually is a little thicker. It's a little creamier than the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric. The Power Fabric is a lot more liquidy in texture. Definitely a lot more liquidy. Aaliyah, I can definitely make a video on my top 5 concealers. That is a great idea. Donisha asks if she should match the concealer to my normal shade. I would. I found that my Pat foundation shade is 16 and the M16 in the concealer matches me very well. All of the names work. From best to worst. That's not a bad idea. Why not? We'll rank my favorite concealers from best to worst, friends. Hi, Tanya. What's up? Oh, thank you. Someone said, let me, hold on. Why am I using the phone? I could use this. Michelle thanks, or Michelle says that she loved hearing my thoughts on the diamond and blush palettes. Thank you, Michelle. I'm happy to know that it was helpful because when I got those palettes, I was like, wow, this is a lot. Lena, I'm not at home. I left home earlier. I'm all over the place. I have lots of places of rest. Karina says Sonia G is back. Yes, she is. Who bought their Sky sets yesterday? I forgot to post about it on my Instagram. I posted it about it the day before. We're not at Maddie's house. But we're going to be at Maddie's house. Am I going to be at Maddie's house? No. I won't be there next Friday, but I will be there Saturday. So friends, let me know if you want to change next week's chat to Saturday night instead of Friday night, because Saturday I'll be with Maddie. Yes, Sharon is correct, but he's out right now. I told him, like, listen, babe, I'm going to be live in action. So if you don't want to be seen, then don't walk into the living room. My goodness. Yes, we're at Bay's house, friends. We're at Bay's house. So right now, I'm really loving the concealer. I'm happy that I only purchased 3 instead of 5 because that would have been a lot. And also wanted to make another note. They actually, Pat did come out with 3 size brushes. The 2 brushes that came in that duo set, they're actually different from this side. So we're probably looking at medium, small, medium, large. I did get the duo set because I had FOMO. We made a little extra money this week, so I thought it will be okay. But I actually like this brush. I actually like this brush a lot. It's like a little mini brush. Was it necessary? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I wanted to buy it because maybe you guys were interested, and I thought that it will be helpful. It will be very helpful. Thank you, Rebecca. These are from Eastly NYC. They're no longer available because this was for Halloween season, but you never know. Maybe I'll convince her to bring them back. All right. We talked about the wear of the concealer. We also talked about 3 brushes and not just 2. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was told my under eyes look great. Dior is still, I feel people, out of all the concealers we spoke about, people I think will still get the Dior because the fact that it's still a luxury item and you're getting so much product for the price, that's a given. And it's still fragrance free. And the Viseart palette. We got the Viseart palette. I have such a hard time opening this box. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. All right. Here, I love this color. This is a great color. We have a question about the brush. Do you like this brush more than Fenty or Hourglass? It really all depends. I like this brush better for more precise work. Definitely more for under the eye and in towards the inner lash line. I still like them for different reasons, but I like the Fenty one too because of that slanted design. I like them all. I like them all. What can I say? So here is the Viseart Paris edit. Let me know what you guys have been thinking. I haven't been able to put anything on today because it was a Pat McGrath day. Okay? It was a Pat McGrath day. But maybe we could do a little something right now. Live. Oh my goodness. Here we go. What color? I wanna put this color on. That's speaking to me in some way. But my lids are pretty oily, I gotta say. So probably not the best thing to do. Ooh, but that's nice. That's a nice color. Ooh, I want to do this pink. What's that pink doing? I'm interested. I could already tell off the bat, friends, that the one standout difference between this and Divine Rose, as many of you had wanted me to compare, this has a more diverse color story. Because Divine Rose, Veloria, which is basically kind of like this shade, but maybe a little more gray lavender. And then you have Extreme Mahogany, which is like a deep brown. And this shade is more like, they're similar. I have to swatch them together when I film with both palettes. I feel this one is a little more plummy. Here we go. Let's see what we got. This has a little, this is like a matte base with the sparkles. I feel like Pat's is a little more smoky, but that's gorgeous, don't you think? Even with the sparkles, I think it has really nice depth. Look at that. Oh my goodness me. And we could pop on one of these shimmers, yeah? I want to try this shimmer because it looked navy on the photos, but is actually like a purple. It's like a very smoky. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Let's do another shade. I want to do this shade. That has more shine than the others. Ooh, we like that. Hey, hey, hey. Watch out. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I love. Toya says she wished Divine Rose had a lighter pink metallic and that there was a light pinky mauve matte. I agree with you. I could have used another matte in Divine Rose, which is why I feel people will lean more towards it up and go warmer, right? Versus cooler. You have that option. You know what I'm saying? Let's grab here. I'm going to apply this shade on my inner corner because I feel that's really nice. Then it's a nice highlight. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Natalie. Natalie loves the rose gold. Hey. I think this is great. No worries, E. We're just applying eyeshadow. I made a palette really close to that Sydney gray shadows, but I still want the Viseart. Tiffany, I get it. It's like, I don't have to buy a lot of stuff. I could definitely dupe for my own collection, but I just want to pay for someone to do this for me. I want someone else to put the shades together. That's it. I'd rather just pay. Hey, MJ, welcome. Welcome to the live chat, friend. I'm putting on a little more of this plummy brown on the outer corner of my left eye. And this shade is really pretty. Wow. I love that. Ooh, I can't wait to dive into this tomorrow. I want to try and get home tomorrow, friends, so I could film with this. Oh, don't want to blind you. Film with this and compare it to Divine Rose, as many of you have been asking. Okay. Ooh. Zeta says, Zeta, does Timtalia have the repeats for the Viseart Paris edit? I'm sure she does, because that's her shtick. She's very good. She's very good at those dupe findings. All right, we talked about the concealer. Be sure to know, friends, that after this live chat, if you're watching us on the replay, hey, if you could press that like button, much appreciated. I will post all the timestamps in my live chat description box because I'm a Capricorn Aquarian. We talked about briefly how I put on the Alamar Cosmetics. I like this bronzer trio. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? This is a nice trio. The powders are really soft and they're super easy to blend out. I was like shocked. Really happy with this. And it doesn't come with a paper sleeve. It just comes like this. I really love how they shaved down the packaging. It came in a very small padded envelope. Dope. Dopey dope dope. I did cave and buy something, friends, but it was with Christmas money. It was with Christmas money. I'm calling myself out. I said that I was not going to buy the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Deep and the eyeshadow palette. Well, I had $100 in Selfridges money, and they had it, and I got it for myself. With Christmas money. I got it with Christmas money. So it wasn't my own. A review, please. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Cheek Intense. I like it, friends. I didn't think I was gonna like it because I thought it was too much, but when I use it with the squirrel hair brush, it's so, because the brush doesn't pick up as much, it's not as intense as if I were to, let's say, apply it with a goat hair brush. So it's so nice. It's like so easy. Wow. Chris, you're absolutely right. This low buy is bad. Being on a low buy and being a YouTuber, oh my God, it's a shaky relationship. Let me tell you. Oh, COS, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you. I will say though, in regards to the Alamar cosmetic palettes, I waited a long time to get that blush palette. I held off. Melody, thank you so much for the super chat. I held off and I decided to just take the plunge and grab the bronzer trio as well because it wasn't too much. The Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blusher and palette I bought with Christmas money. And I thought, listen friends, I thought maybe I would be sent this because Muse Beauty Pro and Beautylish have sent me Viseart items in the past. I saw that they did not send it to me. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be like, hey, is it on the way? Because I feel really funny about that. If they didn't send it by now, then I'll buy it, right? So, and many of you have been asking me about this Viseart Paris edit palette, and so, not to say that you guys rule my life, but deets about the Lunar brush, what can I say, Keisha? It's amazing. This brush is amazing. Amazing. It's so soft, it's domed, or it has a round ferrule, but it's tapered slightly. So I feel it's ultra ideal for bronzer and a very light wash of bronzer. If you feel like you are heavy-handed with several cheek products, then so much for a brush jelly, but it's worth it. It is. I mean, this is handmade and the bristles are squirrel, which is more expensive than goat. Rosemary, thank you so much for making these makeup reviews so helpful. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. MJ Bell, I really like that freaking Charlotte Tilbury palette. I'm pissed that I do. What everyone said was right. They were correct. I played with it a little bit. Was it? No, it wasn't last night. It was Wednesday night. It's extraordinary. This is what I have to say about Charlotte, okay? Allie, thank you so much for the super chat, for replenishing, yes, the makeup funds. This is what I gotta say about Charlotte, friends. Charlotte Tilbury may be overwhelming us with her pillow talkness, okay? With her darlings, with her magic creams, but she knows how to do makeup. She knows how to package it, and she knows how to make it so that every user feels like they're having a luxurious experience and that it's easy. It's easy. She makes it so that you dab here, you dab there, and you're done, and you look gorgeous. She knows how to do it. She knows how to do it, and I get it when people are like, oh, she's this, she's that. Yeah, everyone is a little this and a little that. Of course. She's a brand owner. She wants you to buy her products. Jen, I'm not mad at that. Listen, I don't use the magic cream. When I did try a little sample of it, maybe like a year or two ago, it is amazing. It's amazing. Amazing. Z Life Happy, I got these from Mascot. I'll put the details down below in the DB post in the replay. So I gotta hand it to Charlotte. I have to hand it to her, man. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure. Elma, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm sure I don't have all of her products, right? I have her standout ones, the airbrush bleh, flawless finish pressed powder, the Hollywood flawless filter. I have maybe a blush of hers. I have the Film Star Bronze and Glow. One thing is, I really wish Charlotte would just come out with a deeper bronze shade, because the deep bronze shade in the medium deep duo is still not deep enough. So please, Charlotte, share your shades, okay? The deeper part of the brown spectrum needs to experience your amazing formula, all right? But the shadows, they're expensive, but they're easy. Have you ever seen her tutorials? They are so fascinating to watch. They are so fascinating because it's like she just and get done. And I think it's her makeup is formulated to be for that human on the go. Amy, you are a real one. Thank you so much for the super chat. So generous. Yes, Adriana. Yes, you made it. Amy is here, friends. I love. Oh, and look who's here. Hi, T. Hi, T. Nappy-headed jojoba is in the house. Everyone say hi to T. T, as you know, she is nappy-headed jojoba in these YouTube streets. She is dropping some truth bombs on the consistent basis, okay? Telling us how it is in here. That's it. Yolanda, thank you for the super chat. Yes, Auntie T. Listen, if I ever come to LA and if I ever come to the West Coast, it's gonna be the Auntie T and Auntie Alicia show. That's what we're gonna call it. Because we're like aunties for real. She's an auntie over there and I'm auntie over here. And Ray Ray's gonna be our producer and stylist and artistic director. She's gonna take on all those roles and it's gonna be amazing. All right. What are we saying? Yeah, I get T's like, I'm not visiting you in February though. I understand. Today was very cold. It was 21 degrees. Well, you know, we'll make it happen in the summertime. All right, talked about that. You know what, friends? We spoke about a lot, but basically what was on my agenda today. We spoke about it. We took care of a lot of things. I'm sorry that I didn't check the community board if you had asked any fitness questions, but we'll take the floor now. We are halfway in. So if there's a specific question you want to ask me now, and at this point of the chat, it'll be really hard to timestamp it to give you a heads up. So I'll just timestamp this portion of the chat to say open forum time, and it'll be a half hour of you to hear, and then the half hour before will be a little more organized. Woo! TNA! All right, I mean, that's what it is then. That's what it is. Elma asks, would you guys choose Divine Rose or Bronze Seduction? I would do Divine Rose. I know. Because listen, man, I love Bronze Seduction. I love it. Brit is like, Bronze Seduction. This is why. Bronze Seduction, you have to be ready for those glitter textures. You have to be ready for Fire Opal and Astral Lunar Gold, okay? Divine Rose, if it's your first palette, I would do Divine Rose first because she has a good mixture of finishes in there. I feel you could feel your way through, and then you can get Bronze Seduction. Ooh, who picked up the Sailormoon collab? Let me tell you why I was so excited for that collab. Ask me why that website was so glitchy sauce. I was pissed in checkout, waiting. As I was waiting, blush sold out. Blush sold out. I'm like, forget it. Forget it. I didn't want the blush anyway. Okay. So I ended up just buying the eyeshadow palette, which I just wanted because I wanted the Usagi change in the lid. It's so cute. It's so cute. And being an anime fan, I mean, come on. I had to. The one ColourPop collab, I think I don't even know if I highly anticipated anything else like I did with this. I was like, whoo, whoo, whoo. Elma, you are welcome. Hopefully that helped. Mia Boca, thank you so much for the super chat. Exactly, Sylvie. The Sailormoon packaging is just cute. It was just too cute to pass up. Now they could do that with every Sailor Scout. That'll be too much. I get it. That'll be too much. Alicia, you're asking for too much. Shut up. Shut up. Don't do that. Woo! I am not going to get the Bloodlust palettes just because I'm not gonna do it. Well, the next collab I really want to do with Eastly. I want to do a collab and design a very small curated earring collection for everyone. That is my next. It's not set in stone. It's not set in stone, but it's bubbling. We're putting the heat on. We're putting the heat on. Ha ha ha. Yoga with Mo. I wonder who ColourPop will collab with next. Rugrats, Flintstones. The sky is the limit, Mo. At this rate, please. I totally agree. T, I need to get some Danessa Myrix products. I wanted to get the foundation that Linda likes to use, but I couldn't figure out my shade. Oh, yes. That will be a great collaboration with Gem and the Holograms. Didn't they have like makeup back in the day? I remember I played with some makeup as a child that was Gem and the Hologram. I could be wrong and I could be going crazy. But I remember specifically, and each of the band members had like their face on like a mini palette. I think, yes, I think collabs have been done with Gem, absolutely, but I'm interested to see what ColourPop would do. Oh, Rainbow Bright is another good collab idea. I love it. Rainbow Bright will be a lot of fun. Yes, Ageless Beauty. I did see the Salt and Pepper collab with Milani. I want to grab that. That looks like a fun palette. I think I'm going to roll over to Ulta. I don't know if I'll be able to do it tomorrow, but maybe I can head over to the Ulta near me and see if it's there. You know, just browse. Just mosey around and be good. Not. Hey, Linda, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Valerie says that she gave in and bought the Sonia G Sky eye brush. It's going to be the first time. Valerie, welcome to the squad. Once you try those brushes, that's it. You're in for life. You ain't going to want to use anything else. In fact, you just want to go to buy more. It's a warning. Welcome to the Sonia G Addict Club. Oh my goodness me. And I'm half kidding and half not kidding. Mini White Rabbit says, I was sweating so much because the Sky Eye set and Sailor Moon released at the same time. I know! Tell me about it. Tell me why I was in the middle of Grand Central trying to get on this silly ColourPop site. Going bonkers. I was trying to go through the Trendmood link. I was going through the Safari. I was going through the Chrome. It was like adding things to my cart and then they would just delete. It was too much. I was like, listen, I just want the eyeshadow palette, okay? Just, can you please have that in stock so I can get it? Forget the blushes. Forget it. Woo! Listen, I find the Sky set is most ideal for small hooded eyes because of the classic crease. It's a softer bristle and not as densely packed. So the flow and the glide is amazing. True, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Tanya, right? I just wanted that freaking Lunar blush. Well, I guess we'll just wait for the restock. Yes, thank you, True. Corey, I love Wayne Goss as well. I think, do I have a couple? These are my rougher brushes. They are the shorter handle, and these are the ones I bring with me to travel with because I have them all here in a, oh boy, I don't want this to fall. 1 second, hold please. Stand by, stand by. I have them here. This is just easy for me to keep on the side and to know that when I'm going somewhere, the brushes are ready to go with me, okay? That's it. So back to your question about Wayne Goss. Wayne Goss, the eye set's amazing. I don't have his dyed goat hair eye set. I think that's the first one that came out. I have his undyed goat hair. Typically, undyed goat hair tends to be not as soft as dyed. And the reason why I would suggest either dyed goat hair or Sonia's set, specifically her Sky eye set, is because those two crease brushes are very soft. And they make a huge difference if you have very thin lids or they're starting to change in texture, and you find that when you're blending, the skin moves with the bristles and you get patchy, uneven finish with your eyeshadow. Sky eye set all the way. Terry, which refer brushes to order? Well, the bronzer brush, a lot, I love. But if I had to suggest one face brush, it would be the 05. I'm sorry, this is so dirty. The 05, because it's dense enough to, you could actually apply foundation with this brush because it is undyed goat hair, and undyed bristles can be used with powder, liquid, and creams. And when you're done, you could just wipe it off on a towel. This is the towel that came with the brush holder. This is from Chikuhodo. That came with their holiday 2018 set. And you could actually use this for bronzer. I like it because, again, it's dense but not too dense and slightly tapered. Fits really nicely into the hollows of your cheeks. Wide enough to get onto the cheeks for blush. Also good to buff after you apply your cheek products. Also good for under the eye. Why not? Fits under there quite nicely. And you could also apply loose powder. Done. That's for the face. For the eyes, either the 15 I really like is your typical crease brush. It's a little denser than the number 16, which is a little bigger and better for blending overall. Tika, I think let me know what you think about the refer brushes when you get them with your eye shape. I'll really like to know your feedback. Yes, because maybe at that time when your friends replenish, that Sonia will have the Sky set available as singles, and you can maybe get at least the mini booster or the classic crease. Oh, amazing. Emily says, Tinka, I have small hooded eyes, and there are some killer brushes in the refer collection, like this one. Right, Emily? This little sucker right here. Ooh, that gets in real tight in that crease. Look at that. Pew, 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 pew. Another one. Another one. This is the 13. Even smaller. Even smaller. Gets right in there. Shoo, shoo. The Pro set from Sonia is also amazing. I have to say, if I were to choose my favorite Sonia G set. Okay, let me think about this. If I had to choose my favorite Sonia G set, I have to say it has to be the Face Pro set. I know. Listen, I love the Sky Face set because the blue handles on both the face set and the eye set are immaculately beautiful. Breathtaking, breathtakingly beautiful blue shade on those handles. But the Face Pro set has, I think that was the one time when I used brushes that I was like, wow, these are really life-changing. Life-changing. And I just couldn't believe it when I used that Face Pro. Brush for the first time, Inochige Pro, are you kidding me? Leah, Alicia, help me. I want to try the Pat McGrath Nude Concealer and powder, but I have no idea what color to get. I want it only for under eyes, and I'm usually a light medium with peach undertones. Do you have your Pat McGrath shade? Because if you do, the under eye shade I chose for my Pat McGrath foundation shade, which is M16, I chose LM14, so I went 2 up. So I would say 2 up at least from your base shade will determine your under eye shade. Looking at the comments, looking at myself. Well, I'm looking at myself on the computer and on the phone. I'm so sorry. Okay, Leah, let me know. I think if you have peachy undertones, that's such a tough one to figure out. What do these shade? I know Pat has the shade descriptions, and she does have a few peach undertones in there, so hopefully you could sync it. Sharon, improv singing interlude. I have been listening to Terrell's album like crazy, and then he dropped videos behind the scenes of him creating the album with everyone. I'm done. I am done. When you see the behind the scenes and the work that goes into a project that is mind-blowingly amazing, you just love it even more. You do. I will post the Spotify link down below, as well as I think I could do Apple Music as well. Tiffany says, I thought she formulated to be a little lighter, so you just choose your foundation shade. Was I wrong? I don't think so, Tiffany. Actually, I didn't know that she formulated it to be a little lighter. So good to know. Thank you for sharing that fact tip. Okay. Trying to keep up with these comments. If I am ignoring you, it's not because I don't love you. It's because I am one person and I'm trying to see everything at once. Janelle asks, Alicia, would you do a brush education video? For example, I don't understand why they dye the goat hair when that makes it unusable with liquid. That's a good question. Maybe Sonia G has an answer to that on her blog, because I don't know the specifics to that question. I know what mediums you can use with undyed or dyed. I think off the top of my head that dyed might yield a softer bristle and might be better for powder application, but I'm not too sure. Oops. Hold on, fam. I gotta send a text to my pops. Let him know I'm okay. Of course, it's not gonna come up on my computer because he doesn't have an iPhone. Hold, please. Hold, please. But that's weird. I thought he would come up. Oh, maybe not. Anyway. Carmen asks, what's the best foundation? Ooh, Carmen. That is a heavy question. I have to give it to the Shiseido. As much as I love the Pat Foundation, Shiseido for me, I think that was one of the times where I was like, whoa, mind blown. Mind blown. With the shade match, with the texture, with the blend, everything about that freaking foundation. And then, of course, hey, I've been using the powder foundation nonstop. This poor thing is going to be done in a moment's notice. I've been using it like crazy. I use it with my Lunar Year brush because this is why, friends, since this, for instance, picks up not as much as a goat hair bristle, when I apply my concealer first, I then go in with the powder foundation with this brush. It's just a lighter application, but it still leaves behind some coverage, and it is amazing, amazing. I've been using this sucker like crazy. I feel it's better to travel with. You don't have to worry about traveling with glass bottles. You don't have to worry about things breaking. So yes, maybe powder foundation might not be the best for everybody, for everyone's skin type, condition, and climate situation. However, if you could get away with wearing a powder foundation, it's the best thing to travel with. Best thing to travel with. Thank you so much, COS. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let me see here. Hold, please. Man, I can't. I'm gonna find COS. I'm gonna try to find you. Hold on. My love, you are now a moderator for my channel. Congratulations. Hope I hired you on the spot. Hope you don't mind. I learned how to do it on the interwebs. It's very easy. I just pick. I wanted to make sure you're okay with it, but we got a moderator. We got a moderator. Oh, Pam says, I live in cold AF with Wisconsin. If you prep your skin properly, I think powder foundation is just as good as liquid. Hey there, thank you for that tip, Pam. Amazing. Amazing. Get them trolls. Pa, pa, pa. Pa, pa, pa. Listen, we ain't messing around here. The kinks ain't messing around. Don't destroy our groove, okay? Okay. All right, and let me put myself back on. Britt Brat says that she loves powder more than liquid foundation. What do you know? And the Makeup Forever spray is good for controlling oil. Moisturizer and sunscreen can help make a powder foundation look really good and add a nice glow underneath. I agree. Depending on the finish, the sunscreen and moisturizer leave behind, absolutely. I'm so happy I missed what Steve was saying. I missed it. Thank you so much, COS. Totally cross, didn't even see. Allie, I agree. I feel you have more control with powder than you do with liquid. You absolutely do. Do I have a favorite cruelty-free foundation? I guess right off the bat, I would say Hourglass. A lot of people don't like the Hourglass, but if you use very little and a great blender brush, you could get an amazing finish. Taya, first of all, Mia asks, or Mia requests that we need a refer update, please. You got it. Taya, I love liquid foundation, but powder is for those run out the door fast moments. You are right. Right. Joey, do you want to be a moderator? You let me know, girlfriend. I'll put you in there. Oh no. Hold on. Hold on. What do we got here? Okay. Hide. I got this mouse. Don't listen. All right, Joe, you got it. Congratulations. You have been hired by the Kinks. Aaliyah. Yes, please review the refer brushes. I could do an update. Tana, you got it. I can add you next time. I could do a refer update. That's not a problem, friends. Absolutely. Absolutely. Refer versus Wayne versus Sonia. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. Ashley, I have not tried the Makeup Forever powder foundation. Many have compared the Shiseido to that. I'm curious. I don't need it because it'll be just way too much makeup, but maybe I could swatch it in store. I could bring my own brush, put it on in store, wear it out, and kind of report back. How about that? Oh, Dawn asks, how's the P8 brush? Oh, she is lovely. I have to do a Chikuhodo video, friends. Hang tight for that. I want to talk about not only the Lunar New Year brush, the P8, and do a little comparison video so you can look at the sizes, the function of it all. All the brushes, Corey. You are absolutely right. Butterfly 247. It does take 10 to 12 weeks because they are made to order. So when you order them, they make them. That's why they take a while. So these are handcrafted, handmade. They are not just from the shelf. That's why they take a while. And you're right. I'm weird about the testers, but when it comes to skin, well, that's why I try to bring my own brushes at least, but I totally get you on that. I totally get you on that. Are we talking about bread pudding? Oh my goodness me. One of my favorite desserts ever. Is it bulbul? Bulbul. I'm so sorry if I screw that up. Let me know how to pronounce it. Bulbul. Is the Eevee sunscreen too emollient for oily skin? I think if you give it a chance to dry down, it's not. However, Mia, good idea. Should spray the pans with alcohol first. However, if you want something more soft matte, then I would do the Can Make, the Mermaid sunscreen from Can Make. That has a softer matte finish than the Eevee. If that helps. Hi, Molly. What is up? Right, Tiffany? Who is talking about bread pudding? Listen, Levan Bakery here in NYC, every Saturday and Sunday, they make sticky buns. Why are they so good? I will not eat pastries for a week just to have those. Because when they are fresh out the oven, they are, I can't even explain. I can't even explain. Oh, ho, ho, ho. They are worth the wait. And when they are warm and they use a brioche dough with walnuts, I'm having them tomorrow. I'm having them tomorrow. Stephanie wants Hi Friends merch. I feel we should have a brain. I think I have to have a brain storm sesh with myself to see what I want for merch. I gotta think of it. I gotta figure it out. Molly asks, How has the pack concealers been holding up? I bought the concealer in LM14 and the powder in light because of you, but want to make sure you are still liking it so far. I am. I am. Let's take a look at the mirror. Let's take a look at a mirror. I am liking it so far. I definitely will have a better idea tomorrow. Definitely better idea on Sunday. Sunday is a 3-class, 1-client day. So I will be putting them to the test. And I'll be sure to get back to you. Corey, not to pressure you, but Kinky Squad joggers will be awesome. Not a bad idea, Corey. I agree. We'll put it on the queue. Why am I trying to read this without my glasses? Pfft. Friends, it's an hour. It's an hour. We're done. Oh, Brandy, you're making challah bread? Oh, my goodness. Fresh challah bread. You are killing me. You are killing me. I know. Natalie, Kinky Squad Bomba Socks. Maybe another collaboration. We are speaking it into existence. Existence. Can you believe it, Mama Goonie? It is an hour. We are, okay. So here we go, friends. I will put down the timestamps in the description box up until maybe half an hour. And then this is when we had our Q&A session. And Linda, and that, my friends, is a wrap. Is a wrap. Thank you so much for your support for my pat video. I wasn't stressed. I was just concerned because I wanted to make sure I was delivering the right information. I didn't want to be hasty about it, but I know people were wondering what I thought about it. And I'll be sure to talk more about it the more I use it going forward. Thank you for spending time with me. I mean, here we are on the internet just spending time with each other, and it is a grand all time. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for the super chats this evening. You are all so generous and kind. Tanya, coming in with that grand finale. She came in with it. Thank you so much. Good night, friends. Thank you again for the super chats. Thank you for your support. Not only tonight, but whenever. Glitchy Glam, thank you so much. Anytime you reach out, you comment, you like, whatever it is, it all helps, and I'm forever grateful. Thank you, Kinks. I will see you soon.